Hello, my name is Alysia Asp. I am from Creativity Consulting and Solwell Center. Nice to meet you and be a guest today. Well, this is the first time that I have lived in such a big city. I lived in Seoul for a year, but this city has a definite different vibe. I grew up in between two cities, so for me, the differences of the city are that there's so much opportunity. It's so global. It's probably the most global city I've ever been in, and one of the most global ones I've ever seen. And I love the variety of the different things that you can do here and that you can see and that you can experience. I'll have lunches with people from different continents. You know, it's just an amazing place. Oh, there's so many things to do here. It's one of my favorite things about this city is that there is so much to do. I love to make artwork with people. I love to do collaborative projects. I love to get together with people and have really amazing conversations. I love how many different personal development and growth things you can do. You can go to sound healings, you can go and learn about culture, you can learn about art. There is 20 things to do every night of the week here in Shanghai. I also love to kayak. I haven't been able to do that as much as I'd like to. I used to do it in the U.S. all the time, but there are a couple of places on the outside of the city that you can go and you can kayak a little bit. I love to go and travel around China when we're allowed to, because I really enjoy hiking and I enjoy seeing the natural places. I really love the parks that are here and being able to go through and seeing how people are interacting in those spaces and the culture that's there. I really also love dancing. So there's a lot of dance here, and you can get anything from salsa to African dancing, to tango, whatever you want, you can get here in this city, even hip hop. So I really do enjoy that as well. And I have a lot of friends that are here. So I also would say that the food is amazing because there's so many different things that you can experience. But I can basically sum it down to, I love new experiences and I love sharing those with people. And Shanghai has more than enough to offer that you never get bored, even after 9 years of being here. Yeah, things are definitely pivoting. So this beautiful center that we are doing this in, this is probably my last video in here ever. And I'm so grateful to be able to do this with you guys here because it's hard. But the overhead of having this space with not being able to have events and with so much changing has led us to have to close this center. So Solwell itself still exists as a brand. We're still doing our learning lunches. We're still supporting some of our instructors and our coaches, but we're gonna move to more online and some pop-up events. I'm very lucky that I have a lot of friends who have said that there's places that I can go to and people who are offering me spaces to do work in. So I'm going to start having pop-ups in these different locations and things like that. And then I'm going to be doing another phase, which is having an international online business, which this was always supposed to be an online international business first, but we just did the building before the online. In the original business plan, it was going to be online first. So the international markets are very different than the Chinese markets. So we will keep our presence here, but then move to the online markets where they are a lot more used to some of the concepts of what we're doing, and then build the brand as awareness for holistic wellness really starts to take more root here as it is, and feel out the situation. So currently, what I'm doing is taking Solwell to be more online and international and some pop-ups, but I'm focusing more on my initial business, which was creativity consulting. And in the next 2 months, I'm going to be speaking and doing professional development for schools. I already have that in the books. I am working with some families as a coach, but now I'm working with middle school and high school students. It's not tutoring, but it's actual consulting and coaching where I'm helping them to learn how to learn. visual note taking. How do you organize information? What are some of the thoughts and ways to study so that you're more effective? What are the ways that you can have better EQ when you're in the classroom? How to make goals, how to manage your time. These things that all the adults want coaching on. But now imagine you start doing that with the middle school and the high schoolers. That means that they're going to have 10 more years of productivity and happiness before they wait until they're in their mid-20s to get it. And I've had a lot of success with that. I also have some speaking engagements with businesses as well. And I am also helping young adults and young entrepreneurs being paid to speak and help train them as well. So I'm moving more towards the training, the consulting, and the coaching, but going for younger actually. So now my target market audience is going to be somewhere between 10 to 25. And that changes a lot. I think that a couple of things that you need to keep in mind is you need to have really strong planning. You need to have really strong grit and determination and know ahead of time that when the bad things come, you're going to be willing to do what you have to do. And it may be sacrifice, it might be difficult, but you need to be in a position knowing that when you hit the dip, as Seth Godin calls it, when you hit the dip, that whatever you're starting out, you know it's going to dip. You're willing to push through to get to the other side. And then while you're doing this, can you do this in a way that's balanced? Where you are healthy, where you are happy, where you are passionate, where you are doing something that fulfills your purpose, but also keeps you happy at the same time. Because the times that people really fail at business are the times when they lose their balance, myself included. And even though this beautiful center is going to be closing, it's going to be better for my balance. And so now I realize if it's not something that makes you want to get out of bed in the morning, then it's not the right solution. So creatively find another one.